Hello children, Nana Janet here with another story from 5-Minute Stories, The 12 Dancing Princesses by the Brothers Grimm. So Abraham Jad, Uriah Rose, I've got the names muddled up, I'm so tired. Let me just say hello to Mary and Rose, that'll do instead of the other bits, and Jude. The king was very puzzled. He had 12 daughters, each one as beautiful as the moon and the stars, and he loved them above all the riches in his kingdom. But every morning the princesses would appear yawning and bleary-eyed and with their shoes quite worn through. Every evening the king would kiss them good night and lock the door behind him. So how did they get out? And where did they go? Buying new shoes every day was costing him a fortune. So the king determined to solve the mystery. The court messenger was sent to all 4 corners of the kingdom to issue the king's proclamation that he would give the hand of one of his daughters in marriage to any man who could discover the secret. But should he fail after 3 nights, he would be banished forever. Needless to say, there were plenty of young men willing to risk banishment to win such a prize. But soon they found the princesses were too clever by half. Before they realized it, morning had come, and there were the sleepy princesses and 12 pairs of worn-out shoes. Now, in the kingdom at this time, there wandered a penniless soldier who decided to try his luck. When an old woman came slowly down the dusty road, the young man offered her some of his bread and cheese, and as they sat together, the old woman asked where he was bound. When he explained, she said, "You must not drink the mead those princesses offer you, for it is drugged. Pretend to be asleep, and you shall see what you shall see. This may help you." And the old woman handed him a cloak. "Whenever you wear this, you will be invisible. Use it well." And the old woman disappeared. "Well, perhaps I will succeed now I have my magic on my side," murmured the young man as he set off for the palace. The young man bowed deeply to the king and smiled at all the princesses. He ate a hearty supper, but when a princess gave him a goblet of mead, he only pretended to drink it. Then he yawned loudly and let his head droop as if he had fallen asleep. The butler and the first footman dumped the young man onto the bed, placed across the door of the princess's bedchamber. He cautiously opened one eye and gazed around the room. The princesses were putting on gorgeous velvet dresses and the brand new jeweled slippers that the shoemaker had only delivered a few hours earlier. The eldest princess clapped her hands 3 times. The trapdoor opened up in the floor, and they all swiftly descended down a steeply curving staircase. The young man flung the magic cloak round his shoulders and rushed after them. He found himself in a wondrous garden where the trees were covered in rich jewels sparkling in candlelight. Musicians played whirling tunes, and he saw all the princesses dancing with the most handsome princes. The young man was spellbound, but he managed to keep his wits about him. He broke off a branch from one of the jeweled trees and hid it under his cloak. Then he ran back and lay down on his bed. It was with a weary voice that the king asked the young man at breakfast if he had found out where the princesses went. The king sat up quickly when the young man told his tale and produced the branch from the tree. The king was delighted, and the young man chose the younger sister for his bride, and they all lived happily ever after. That was rather a cute story. I remember that from long ago. All right, God bless you all. Love you. Janet saying bye-bye. Abraham, Jad, Aricha, Mary, and Jemiah Rose. God bless you all, and baby, and Jude.